Hi everybody, this is Lara from Pure Elliott Wave. I'm sorry this is so late today, but I am still going to do this analysis for you every day, even if it has to be late. Crazy busy day here, lots of driving, lots of working, and some surfing again being done. Jumping into it with Bitcoin, it looks like it's having some trouble overcoming resistance here at 27,400 and at the upper edge of this red channel I've got on the technical chart. But overall, it does look likely to break through resistance. It's just having a little problem getting there. Today's an inside session closing as a little red doji with a decline in volume. This looks potentially like a pause at resistance. ADX is now increasing, coming up from a relatively low level and coming from below both DX lines, telling us there's a new upward trend for Bitcoin in place. That came after the previous downward trend reached extreme. RSI reached fairly deeply oversold and exhibited double bullish divergence, and RSI also just reached oversold and exhibited single bullish divergence, with ADX now bullish, volume giving some support to upward movement, and a bullish candlestick pattern at the low of the 11th of September. It does still look like this low is likely to be held. If resistance at 27,400 can be overcome, look for a break above resistance at the red line and then look for a backtest of support before price moves up and away to find next resistance just below 29,000. A new high above 28,145.56 and a breach of this channel would add further confidence that this low is likely to remain intact. Get some free giveaways today to help you with your technical analysis. Click on the link below to go to my website and you can download one or more of these 3 giveaways. I have an ebook on technical analysis basics for you. These are the contents of the ebook, several chapters on some basics, some indicators, some techniques, looking at gaps, looking at scale for your charts, and I've even got 2 steps to a high probability trade setup there for you. Another free giveaway is this easy candlestick pattern guide to the major candlestick reversal patterns, bullish and bearish, diagrams, descriptions of how they should be read and in what context. And a third giveaway, I have this Elliott Wave structure guide, 3 pages giving you all of the Elliott Wave structures with all of the rules you need to know and diagrams of the ideal form for each. Motive structures on 1 page and all of the corrective structures on 2 pages. So click on the link below and get any one or all of these 3 giveaways for free. For Ethereum on the daily count, I'm adding a little bit more detail to the recent Elliott Wave. If this low is intact for minor wave 2 and there's technical support to suggest it will be, then within the new minor degree 3rd wave up, I will label minute wave 1 incomplete. Minuet 1 and 2 could be complete here, but I might need to move the degree of labeling here down 1 degree. I'll see how it unfolds in coming days and weeks. Minuet 2 could be an expanded flat. A, B, C moves a little bit beyond the end of A. It could move a bit lower, but this bullish wick suggests we might see upward movement tomorrow. Price is finding resistance just below the upper edge of this best fit channel. I've drawn it from this high to sit on this high here and extended it on out. For Ethereum, I've got that same trend line here on my technical chart. At this low, the 11th of September was followed by the 12th of September, a bullish piercing candlestick pattern. Didn't have push from volume, but there is a nice V bottom having formed here. That's a pretty typical look for a cryptocurrency. This may be a sustained low. In order to have real confidence in that, I want to see this channel breached by a full daily candlestick above and not touching that trend line, and then a new high above 1745.02. Today completes a bearish candlestick, but it's got a bullish long lower wick, a little bit of volume pushing price lower, but volume is weaker than previous upward sessions apart from the immediately prior session. It's weaker than these upward sessions, so overall volume continues to decline, but the very short-term volume profile I would still read as bullish. Nothing new from on-balance volume today. The last signal was bullish and then prices moved higher, so that signal could now be resolved. ADX is telling us there's no clear trend. The previous downward trend reached very extreme for Ethereum, while RSI reached oversold and exhibited double bullish divergence, as did money flow. In those circumstances, a bullish candlestick reversal pattern should be given weight. That suggests the low of 11th of September is likely to remain intact. Here is my confidence point for Ethereum, 1745.02. XRP, I still have a main and an alternate Elliott Wave count. This main Elliott Wave count has better proportions and a better look. It sees a low intact here for the week beginning 11th of August. For the end of intermediate 2 and the start of intermediate 3, the target is $3.20 and might end, if it lasts a Fibonacci 55 weeks, September 2024. Off the low, I have a first and a second wave. The second wave a double zigzag. Alternatively, if intermediate 2 is not over here, it could be continuing lower as a double zigzag. This and this, it's the same up to this point. Both my wave counts are the same. And then A, B, C to continue lower with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This wave count was okay up to this point, but now in the last couple of weeks as prices move sideways and a little bit higher, the proportions are horrible. The channel is breached. It has a really low probability because it has a really long roll look, but it's still a useful wave count because when it's invalidated by price, then we can have an even further confidence in the main wave count because then we can discard this bearish idea for XRP. XRP has breached this channel that contained previous downward movement. It's now moving up and away with a little bit of strength. It looks like price found a bit of resistance at this trend line. Tests of support here, now moving up and away, such typical behavior. Look for next strong resistance at 55 cents. Really good to see an increase in volume today. It looks like some energy's been released now that that channel's been breached and now price can move up and away with support from volume. That's what it's doing. This is quite bullish for the short term for XRP. No new signal from on-balance volume. The previous downward trend only just reached extreme, not as extreme as it can get, but it did reach extreme. RSI reached oversold and exhibited bullish divergence, as did money flow. That suggests that the low at the 17th of August may remain intact. On the way up, look for next resistance at 55 cents. I will expect a consolidation or pullback there because that's pretty strong, and above that 62 cents. That's it from me with your Bitcoin, Ethereum and XRP update. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for your support. Don't forget to like, subscribe and comment. All of your engagement helps my YouTube channel grow. And thank you for your patience in waiting for this analysis. It was rather late today. Should be earlier tomorrow. There's no more waves for me for a few days to surf.